Hello, hello, it's Jansen, and this is all about the assassination of Shauna Shipman. Her character assassination, that is. This definitely applies to the current timeline and the past timeline of Shauna. I definitely am not a fan of where the adult timeline for Shauna is going. I feel like she's kind of gone off the full deep end out of nowhere, but I digress. I mainly want to focus on the issues that I have with Shauna in the wilderness timeline. Maybe I'm in the minority, or maybe I just don't get it, but that varied, nuanced performance by Sophie and Elise as Shauna in that wilderness timeline in season 1 especially, but also season 2, has completely disappeared in season 3. And to be clear, I don't think it's the performer's fault at all. I think the storyline and the writing has pushed Shauna into a caricature of herself that I don't recognize at times because it's so extreme, it doesn't make sense. And before those critiques come in the comments, yes, I completely understand. I don't know exactly what the trauma Shauna has been through would do to a person. Shauna has been through a lot, more than a person probably should ever go through, and more than a person could probably ever handle. But why aren't we seeing more grief, more sadness, more vulnerability? It's not that she's expressing emotions, it's that she's expressing only one emotion, and that's where I kind of have my issue. All we are seeing this entire time is anger and fury and rage. That's why there are several instances of that I don't think match up with Shauna from the first 2 seasons. The first that I can think of is Ben's trial. I do think and I do get that she would be angry if she thinks Ben actually tried to kill them, which by the way, I still don't. But if she thinks that, I get why she would be angry. And she even goes through the process to express why she's actually mad at Ben. But even after Ben's tearful speech, partially directed explicitly at Shauna, you're telling me the Shauna from season 1 and 2 would still lead the charge to essentially find Ben guilty and murder him? She wasn't just voting for him to be guilty. Again, that part would make sense. She essentially threatened everyone else into voting that way as well. And that's where I get confused. That level of anger, that level of vitriol, I just don't get coming from her. Another instance is when she shot at Melissa for no reason. Just why are you doing that? The last example I have, and this is the one where the logic factor really comes into play for me. If you have gone through all of this trauma and are dealing with all of this anger and all of this hatred, why, when there's a chance to leave this place where the worst things that ever happened to you in your life happened here, are you trying to stay? Not only are you trying to stay, you're forcing everyone else to stay as well. Why? Why? This is where I get confused. Why is Shauna so hellbent on staying in the wilderness where she lost her best friend, where she lost her baby, and oh yeah, like committed atrocities and ate her friends? Lottie is one thing. That lady is crazy. So if she wants to stay, go for it. But explain to me why Shauna would. I really say all of these things out of frustration for the character. I really liked Shauna. I liked the arc she was on, and I liked the performance that was going into it. I think Sophie and Elise is very talented and did a terrific job, especially with the baby happenings in season 2. That was all very emotional and very powerful. This year though, it's been so one note. I am just frustrated for the character and I want her to be written better. If they do get season 4, hopefully the Antler Queen of it all will give us a little bit more range in that writing and that performance so we can all go back to enjoying the Shauna Shipman we once knew. Let me know in the comments if you're a Shauna defender or if you're in my camp and a little bit confused. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe so we can discuss even more, and we'll talk soon.